Well, that was a lot of fun. Let's take a look at where we're at. So the bar's a lot cleaner, as you can see now. The surface is nice and clean. We've got some nice straight edges. It's pretty consistent. It's behaving really well under the hammer, nice and solid. There's still a little bit of stuff going on by the handle that just isn't quite all there yet, but we still have plenty of time to deal with that. When you saw me pull it out of the forge and sticking in the vise and hitting it up with the angle grinder, what I'm doing is I'm adding flux to the surface to kind of clean up all the scale, break it loose. Then I'll stick it in the vise, and then with the wire wheel on the 4.5-inch angle grinder, I'm just going to hit up all the surface, knock all of that scale off to give me a nice clean surface so that when I have my weld, I'm welding clean steel to clean steel. So, now that we've got this surface, I'm going to take a couple pieces from our pile over here. Whatever handful I grab is fine. I'm not even being picky here. And I'm going to take these and I'm just going to lay them out on the surface, and I'll switch back in a couple seconds. Alright, so what I got is I have a whole bunch of these little pieces just stacked up on this one little flat bar right here. You can kind of take a look at what's going on. Now this is going to be a little bit more sensitive than what I have been doing because I need to make sure that the bar is nice and straight, it's not tilted to one side or the other, that the flux is nice and even over the whole surface. So I'm not going to be able to do as much camera work on this as I'd like, but hopefully everything will go well, and from the distance in the stand you can kind of see what's going on, and let's heat it up. Well, the first one turned out excellent. Everything stuck together really nice. I just stacked up another stack of the steel on the same surface. So the same surface that I compressed the first batch of little scrap pieces onto, this is the second set of pieces on the same side. Now as you can see, we really don't have that many pieces left over from where we started. So hopefully if this one welds up, I can stick the rest of it on here. Now you might be asking, how do I know when to stop? And the question is, or the answer is, when it stops sticking. What happens is there's a lot of cast iron and other impurities in these small pieces, and it'll tell you when it's like, alright, I'm not welded anymore. At that point, I'm just going to continue forging it out. I'm going to make an incision on the top side that has all the little pieces, and I'm going to weld the clean side together, which is the back side. And then I'm going to keep forging it out. A lot of that extra carbon that's saying like, alright, well I'm not taking a weld here, it's going to get absorbed into the billet. I'm going to increase the carbon content, and then hopefully we'll see where we're at when that time comes. And sorry for the interruption there, guys. What happened is my camera ran out of memory and it took about 8 minutes for me to upload everything to the computer. And in the meantime, when the steel's hot, you just gotta hit it. So I put the piece right on top. I ended up getting a really good forge weld. The two surfaces on the top and the bottom right now are the ones that had the little bits of steel welded onto them. Everything's behaving all right. I know there's a little bit of stuff going on the surface and the ends. If you kind of see that little bit of funkiness at the end there, what happened is there was a little pocket of carbon trapped inside there, and when I went through the rolling mill, that pocket bursted out and it shot out a whole bunch of sparks. It's actually a really interesting little feature to see. Sorry I couldn't show that to you, but maybe next time. So. Well, I've got this bar pretty much ready to go. I'm probably going to do another weld on top of it right now, well, maybe tomorrow, and see how it's welding up. And I'm not going to add any more pieces to this. I'm just going to start refining it. So right now, in case you were wondering, I'm considering the bar as one fold. Now after I'm going to fold it the next time, it's going to be 2 folds, and I'm probably going to go up to about 10 or 12 depending on how the material is behaving, and once I get to that point we'll figure out how much material we have left and what kind of project to do with it. Hope you guys, by the way, it's also about 2 a.m. right now, so you're looking at about 3 hours of work just to get all the pieces consolidated and kind of to this good starting point. So see you guys next time.